Welcome back, folks. We're going to try and work our way through level 1 of Link's Awakening. This is the new 2019 release. We're going to go through the Tail Cave, so this is level 1. So, first through here, we've got a key. And here we've got a little chest. The chests in the Zelda dungeons in Link's Awakening tend to come in various types. We have lots which have simple rupees in them or something like that, but then there are very specific dungeon chests as well. You've got a map in each dungeon which shows you the rooms. You've got a compass, which we've just got, which shows us where the chests are, and also will give you a sound when you are in a room with a chest. And you've got the dungeon boss key, I think it's called the Nightmare key in this version, which allows you into the layer of the dungeon boss. So you get little keys to open locked doors, and you've got to have the specific dungeon boss key to get into the final dungeon boss layer. So as you can see, we've already got a compass, and we're getting a couple of keys. You've got 2 little keys at the moment in store, and you can use them on any of the locked doors in the dungeon except for that final dungeon boss layer. We've now also got a map you can see here. We're going to head over to the left and then work our way around. It looks like if you went straight up from that room it would take you into the same room anyway, so we might as well go left and make sure that we don't miss anything in this extra room here. Nothing interesting here really. That's worth checking it out anyway just to make sure. So what have we got here? There's a cracked door on the left. We don't have anything to get through that at the moment. Later on we will get some bombs, at which point we can blow our way through cracked walls like that. So we're going to carry on up. These fireballs seem to be following round the items they're attached to, so as long as you're going in the same direction you pretty much don't have an issue. This block looks like it needs to be pushed to form a pattern, and that released the door. Now that owl statue seems to basically say that we can't yet read it, so I'm not going to try the one in this room, but hopefully we'll be able to read it later. Our shield is being quite useful here for getting rid of these spiny things. They seem to flip over when they get hit by your shield. Welcome to some Goombas. Yeah, didn't think that they would appear in a Zelda game. Well, they did. They also appear in Mario. Obviously we've already had a feature from Yoshi as part of the trading quest. We had a Yoshi doll, so there's quite a lot of crossover, little cameo roles for each of these characters. It's not going to be the last one in this game either, I don't think. Okay, so we've just got the Rock's Feather. Now this is the special item in the dungeon. Basically each dungeon is a special item which allows you to progress further around the world map. This one is the Rock's Feather, which allows us to jump over holes. Really it will allow us to jump over 1, at most 2 holes depending on how you do it, but you won't be able to jump over a series of 3 holes for certain, and sometimes you won't be able to get over 2 if you're not careful. But it will allow us to go further into various places. You might remember when we were exploring to get to the witch's hut that there was a cross of holes with a heart in the middle. If you remember that, we'll be heading back there later and we'll be able to now jump over those holes and get that piece of heart that we had to avoid previously. Now I think if we get rid of both of these little snaky things, I don't know what they actually are called, then a second chest appears. There we go, look. Obviously only 20 rupees, but it's worth having. We've only got 119 at the moment, so we are a little short on cash. And we know that when we visited the shop, the shovel, for example, was 200 rupees, as was the piece of heart, so it's worth getting as many as we can. You'll notice we get lots of rupees from cutting grass in this game. Oh, there's the nightmare key. That will let us into the dungeon boss, is the lair. You get rupees from cutting grass. You also get hearts from the same, and you can also get them from killing enemies. It's sometimes a random drop as to whether they drop things. We've got that one room over there, which I didn't really show you in great depth when I ran past it earlier. You can see there's this door that we can't get through unless we've got a bomb. We haven't got any of those at the moment, so we'll have to come back to that once we've got those. I don't think we're going to get bombs in this dungeon, so it's something we'll have to remember for later. Ooh, piece of power. So this is going to mean that we have twice as much power when we hit an enemy, so we should be able to halve the number of attacks needed to take them out. These skeletons are quite annoying. They keep jumping back. The easiest way to kill them is to trap them in corners, in case you're ever trying to do that. So this guy seems to be, yeah, he's going to push that log, which we can jump over with the feather, and then we can hit him, and with the twice as much power on our sword at the moment, we'll take him out very easily. So we must be nearing the completion of this dungeon by now, actually, because we've not got much left. You've got these stairs. Just quickly check them out before we go into the dungeon boss. So there's some skeletons hanging down. It suggests that people might fall through the floor, so we'll need to be careful of that. I guess if we fell through the floor it would bring us back out here so we could have another try, that kind of idea. So we're expecting to watch out for falling through floor. Ah yes, there you go, there's cracked floor around the edge. And he's a big beastie. What's he called? Moldorm. Okay, so he's got a big red bit on his tail, which he doesn't particularly like, apparently, so I'm going to aim for that. There you go, it's gone red again. Let's smack that. I don't know how many times we need to hit him, but we've got to be very careful, because it looks like he's got sharp spikes around him, and he's going to be dealing twice as much damage to us as any other creature is at the moment, because we're playing on hero mode. Look, he just took 2 hearts off me. I just survived. And I managed to kill him at the same time. So that's what a nightmare or dungeon boss looks like. Each time you can kill one, you get a complete new heart container. And it replenishes your hearts, so we're up to 4. And here is the instrument. I'll let you listen to this, and then I will stop. If you enjoyed, do subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode shortly.